Everyone told us that Algarve was paradise.
The water is beautiful here.
But nobody warned us about the freezing waters, the new restrictions.
You can't even set foot in the cave anymore.
Or what we'd accidentally walk into.
Crazy.
So we drove the entire coast to find the truth. We're Brandi and Roy, attempting the Algarve on $127 a day. Let's see if paradise is actually worth it.
We just made it to the Algarves last night. We flew into Faro and then got a rental car and drove to Albufeira where we're staying. This is our rental, $61 a night.
61 euros a night.
61 euros a night. We have our kitchen, living room. This is our small bathroom. I can almost touch both walls. And our bedroom. We also have a nice little patio outside and a pool. But we did make some lunch so we can save some money before we go out and explore.
Ready to go.
Let's go to the beach.
Even though it's a cloudy day right now.
It is so beautiful.
The sand looks soft too. Even though it's this cloudy day, it still looks beautiful
We
out
have to see
here.
how warm it is. I can't wait to go down there.
I'm sure it's gonna be freezing.
Just made it to Fisherman's Beach, which is Albufeira's most iconic beach. It's right next to the old town.
This beach is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Turquoise waters as the golden cliffs in the background. Soft sand.
Which is not usually common in Europe. Usually it's like rocky, so
Yeah,
it's very nice.
You need shoes to go onto the beach.
Yeah.
We haven't felt the water yet. I think it's gonna be freezing. What do you think?
Yeah, the sand is cold.
Sand
where
is
it
cold. Oh, here comes the water.
It's cold.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty cold.
At first I didn't think it was bad, but it's pretty cold.
I say it's not too bad. It reminds me of Oregon. You get used to it fast. It's
Yeah.
cold, but it's not. I think Busan was colder.
Yeah, we're from Oregon, and the water there is pretty cold. I think it's better than Oregon, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks
It's not bad.
Looks more beautiful.
Yeah,
more
it's
beautiful.
quite refreshing.
Ready to
my
get the
shorts.
Instagram. Got splashed by water.
A little higher than I thought.
Follow us on Instagram. The water, once you get used to it, feels amazing. Look at these views. I love it here in the Algarves.
This is definitely one of the best beaches we've been to in so long.
The way they have it set up here, just they know what they're doing. There's like a path along the beach to where you can walk to get to the spot you want to go to.
Yeah.
They have showers here. They have a foot wash here.
It's perfect.
There's like a path that we've seen, but we don't know where it goes
It
to.
goes around the beach.
So we're gonna go
Cliffs.
follow it and see where it goes. Well, this is the end of the path, but I'm gonna go up here to see what's up there. Brandi doesn't want to go. She just doesn't want to fall. It's amazing here. Now I gotta make my way down. It's a little sketchy and I'm in sandals. Made it back safely.
Woo!
Very beautiful up there. They even have an elevator here, but we're taking the stairs
Yes.
because we need it. I told you we were taking the stairs. I know you didn't believe us.
Now we're in Old Town. It is so beautiful here. Just right behind me is the Church of St. Sebastian. It was built in the 18th century. It's so crazy.
So I guess this is Tunnel Beach, not Fisherman
Yeah.
Beach. But it looks like they're connected, like it's pretty much the same beach.
Just a little
Fisherman-
bit down.
Yeah,
It's Fisherman Beach.
it's a beautiful area though. But now let's go discover Old Town. Old Town is full of shops and restaurants and gelato shops. But unfortunately, all of that's out of our budget, so we're going to the next place. There's no backup camera in here, so Brandi has to get out of the car to make sure I don't hit the car behind me.
Good.
We were supposed to get a little Fiat, a little tiny car, and they gave us this 4-door hatchback.
It's huge.
It's huge for here.
Yeah.
Because everything's so tight here. And it doesn't have a backup camera. I've had one for the last, 15 years.
Yeah.
So getting used to not using it again.
But we managed and we'll be just fine.
Yeah, just takes a little longer to get out of spots.
We just made it to our second beach for the day. We're at Praia. Praia da Falésia. Sorry, I probably butchered it.
This area here is beautiful too. The homes are beautiful and it looks like a fancy neighborhood.
Oh my goodness, this beach is incredible. This is insane. It's so beautiful here. Look at this. Turquoise waters, we have the red cliffs. I know now why it's known as one of the most beautiful beaches here in Portugal. It's incredible.
I thought the last beach was good. This beach is a lot better.
It's so much better.
The sand's softer.
Not as many shells either in the sand.
Over that last beach, it was soft sand, but it had shells in the sand. This one's like just here, soft sand, and the views are amazing.
Can't wait to get in the water.
Let's go swimming. The sun came out for us too here.
So nice.
Waves are bigger here.
Got my butthole. Well, I'm not gonna go in because the waves are a little too rough. So Roy will be the only one swimming.
Water rubbed on my nipples. That was a little cold. I think the water's colder here for some reason. Oh my God, look at those views. Waves about to crash on me. I'm getting out. I like this beach a lot better than the other one.
It's very amazing, but I like the other one a little more just because the waves weren't as rough and it was easier to swim.
Yeah, it definitely is easier to swim with the other one. And this one felt colder. I don't know why.
I thought the same thing.
But we're off to see the sunset now. Like we never left Porto, up and down hills.
You take special care of him.
We just made it to the sunset spot. It's called like Nossa Senhora de Rocha. Something like that. I'm sure I butchered it, but it's so cool. It's this little white chapel. And then on both sides, there's beautiful beaches. It's incredible. Can't wait for sunset.
You know what I want to be doing right now?
You know, like jet boat?
Paddleboarding right there. It'd be so epic. You gotta say, Marie?
Nothing.
It's been an amazing. Okay. It's been an amazing day one.
It's been incredible. We love it here.
Portugal's slowly becoming one of our favorite countries.
Yeah, I think so. It's up there for sure.
Probably by the time we leave the Algarve, still be our favorite country.
Yep.
But we'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning. We woke up early today. We're gonna go to the Western Algarves. We're gonna go check out Lagos. First stop, we're at Praia de Camilo. However you pronounce it.
Yeah, we're gonna butcher everything, as always.
Sorry, bear with us.
But it's almost a perfect day. It's 72 degrees, but it's a little windy as you can hear the fence moving in the background.
It looks incredible down there.
There are so many people here. This beach looks small too, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to go swimming here or we're gonna hike down to it. Well, it's not busy, but it is small, but there's seaweed everywhere on there, so we're probably not swimming here.
And it's still very windy, so I think the aftermath would be freezing.
The pictures are beautiful down there.
Very.
If the seaweed wasn't here, it'd be insanely beautiful here.
Yeah, it is.
There's seaweed all along this whole coast, it looks like.
Still beautiful though.
Very. Well, this side's much better, not as much seaweed. Go check the water out, see if it's cold. Ooh, it's freezing.
Right at the top of this beach, there's a little path that takes us to our next spot.
Make our way all the way back up there. Take all these stairs back up. You ready?
Ready.
Made it up. Breathing a little hard, but this is the path. It goes to our next beach. Kind of goes along this whole coast. We just took a random turn off.
Little detour to an outlook.
There's a lot of people up here, so we're gonna see what they're looking at.
Must be good.
It's just incredible here.
So amazing. I love it.
We're just looking out over the ocean, and you can see like all the points where the continent of Europe ends. It looks cool.
This is incredible.
Also a little trippy.
So awesome.
Death on both sides of us. There, and definitely there. Oh my God, that's insane. Brandi almost just died taking that picture.
I did not. I wasn't even close to the edge. I made Roy nervous though.
She tripped a little, scared the hell out of the lady that was lying taking a picture.
It was fun. I wasn't worried at all.
It was a little tiny trip, but it was on the edge, a little scary.
Stunning.
Yeah, the rocks are just jetting out of the water. It looks so cool here.
Yeah.
Turquoise water here.
It is a little crowded.
Yeah, this guy's selling donuts. I think we're gonna get one.
And I watched a TikTok that says if you see a donut man at the cooler, you gotta get one.
I guess we're not getting donuts.
Miss the donut man.
He just walked across the beach when we first got here and then went up the stairs.
Come back! Come back! It's chilly. I know how far I'll go in. It's so beautiful here. Feels so good actually. Warm out. So nice. Beach is crowded, but this view is incredible. This beach is so nice. We have like the perfect vibe going. You listen to the ocean. We have our music playing. It is a little busy, but it's not bad.
And it's a little windy too. That's probably the
that's the killer. Is the wind. Time for a snack.
You filming me?
Yep. Looks like there's a big fire over there.
It smells like smoke over here too.
Yeah, it's so smoky out.
Yeah.
You can barely see.
Must be a wildfire over there.
It's sad.
Made it to the edge of the world. I don't know if you can hear me because it's so windy. That was loud.
Yeah. We're fine. We don't know anybody.
But this was once thought to be the end of the world because it's the southwesternmost point on Europe.
This is nuts. We're gonna blow away.
At least it's blowing this way, not towards the cliff.
Crazy.
The views here are insane also.
It's so crazy wind out here, but there are some food trucks. So we found a bufana and I think we're gonna go try one. Hola. Yado.
My hair's all jacked up.
Mine is too.
But we got the bufanas.
Don't look very promising. It's a good thing we came with our own sauce.
Oh, you can see in there. We'll see.
Looks like microwave meat.
They were what, $3.80 each?
Yeah.
I'll try one just by itself, and then I'll put our sauce on it. It's actually good.
Okay, well, that's good.
It tastes a lot better than what it looks like. You like it?
It's not bad.
I think
Not
it's
the
good.
best, but
That's not the best one I've had, but it's pretty good.
has good flavor.
Throw a little sauce on ours.
It does have good flavor.
Got the Piri sauce.
From the grocery store.
If you've seen our last video, you would know. And this is the view we're looking at. There's a little fortress that we seen when we were driving down the road here, so we're gonna go over there and check it out.
This is so sweet. It's like just this fortress right on the edge of the water.
It's incredible here.
Oh my gosh.
The views are epic.
Yeah. Insane.
This ground is slick, especially in sandals. Stubbed my toe.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Incredible views. This is awesome. Awesome.
Looks awesome.
Hopefully I can make it without slipping, falling like he did. Almost there. In the fortress. Almost ran into a bush. Now this is a fortress. So crazy.
So close, but so far away.
Unfortunately, we're not going to go in today because, as you know, we are on a budget and it is 10 euros per person.
And if you've been watching us long enough, we always talk about our budget. We've never said what it is. And it's $127 a day.
Which is not very much when you have your hotel and your flight and rental car and all that. So we're above budget right now. So we're trying to cut costs.
Save the money where you can.
Yeah.
But we're going to the sunset spot. We'll see you there.
I think we found our sunspot. Sunset spot.
It's right here on the edge of a cliff. We found like a parking lot. It's beautiful out here.
See the edge of the world on the side. Perfect.
We got the time lapse going. Sun over there. The smoke from that fire that way.
Incredible views in front of us.
There's a rental van, like van life, next to us, just set up on the cliff. With
And an RV next to them.
Yeah. I think Portugal is like very set up for van life.
Oh, the Algarves is very set up.
Yeah, I guess Porto's not, and I heard Lisbon's not either. But one day I will build a van and we'll ship it here and do van life.
We'll go to Morocco, all over. We just made it to the Chapel of Bones. There's room in here in this church. It's made out of bones of 1,000 monks.
Human skulls and bones made the whole room.
It was nuts.
It had like a little protective barrier that was probably 5.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
But you could literally just touch those skulls if you wanted to, which people were, which is crazy to do.
So nuts. Definitely shouldn't be doing that.
It was also very awkward to film in there because it's so compact.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in there also.
And we're also awkward.
Yeah. As you know, we're weird.
We're still getting used to filming.
And introverts. But it was crazy because you had that little chapel made of 1,000 different monks, which is supposed to
remind you of the shortness of life. Like that's our motto is live life.
Chai Chi Wit.
We both have it tattooed and tie on our legs.
But right next door is you had a daycare there.
Daycare out there. Children playing. Worth the €4 for both of us.
Definitely.
Well, this is the salt pan. It's supposed to be pink. It's a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
Doesn't look anything like the pictures.
I guess you kind of can see the little pink in there. Not like the pictures, but a little something.
These little birds here.
There's a bunch.
Oh, there's a big one down there. Is that a flamingo?
I don't know. We gotta check it out.
Supposedly there's flamingos here, but it's rare to see them. That'd be awesome if we could see one. It's walking like a flamingo, but it's dark. Pretty sure it is a flamingo, but it's not pink. Oh, they're pink under the wings.
That was so awesome.
I scared them away, but there's more down here. So I think we're just gonna be real quiet and try to go get up close to them.
Oh my gosh.
Try to be quiet. They're right over there. They're just right over here. They're trying to be super quiet. Anytime we move towards them, they kind of wail. So we're trying to... I think this might be as close as we're gonna get. When they fly, you can see the pink under their wing.
Oh my gosh, that was so epic. Seeing flamingos in the wild.
Yeah, that was mind-blowing. We knew there were flamingos here, but it said that it was rare to see them, so we didn't expect to see them.
No, we've seen so many of them.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't get very close, but it was still amazing.
I got footage of one flying. It was pretty far away, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but I'll put it right here. and it just was like pink. His whole body was pink. So like under the arms was pink, under their legs it looked like they were pink.
So freaking incredible.
It made up for the salt flats not being pink.
Right? Definitely worth coming here. At least you saw flamingos.
It was awesome. We found a pink one.
Looks very cool in picture too.
Found the mother lode.
There's so many. So awesome.
We can't walk down there though because it doesn't connect, and there's pink ones down there also.
We found this fortress that is the Forto de Rato or whatever, but it looks so impressive. How crazy is that, just in the middle of nowhere? Walking in the fortress. Ooh, how crazy. Look at this. Welcome to my fortress.
Pretty sweet.
The views here are crazy.
Oh,
Look at that.
oh yeah.
See you at the next spot.
We're in a castle.
We made it to the Castle of Tavira.
This town.
Incredible. Oh my gosh. Whitewashed buildings, a castle in the middle. There's like water, like a river flowing through it. Incredible.
This is just a picturesque place for sure.
It is one of the most beautiful places in the Algarves.
They let you climb up onto the walls of the castle.
It's so insane.
Which is amazing because you get to see the whole panorama of the city.
Right next to a beautiful church. There's other castles around us. Castle
Church
wall
there.
type thing.
Looks like more castle walls over there. And another cathedral or some kind of church over there. I think we're going there next.
It is so cute in this town. Oh my gosh, even the little alleys. It's like just a little street. So cute.
We made it. Find out it's the Church of San Francisco, which is kind of cool. I don't know why. I just looked over there and everybody's staring at me and now I'm nervous.
But this little square area where the church thing is, it's very neat, very picturesque.
I love that tree right there.
Very cool trees. Tavira is so beautiful, so picturesque.
Very quaint.
We wish we had a little more time here. We wanted to go to, they have an island that you can go to, but with the ferry schedule and everything, we wouldn't have enough time to be on the island.
Yeah, so next time we come, we're gonna have to explore the island and this town a lot.
For sure.
But I'm hungry, so I think we should go.
Yep. We just made it to Faro. So we're gonna go watch sunset at the marina down in Faro, and then we're gonna eat after that.
Parking is crazy here in Faro. So we parked up the hill about 15 minutes from the marina. Now we're just walking down to it. It's nice going downhill. I'm sure later tonight when we're going uphill with the full bellies.
Right? We're gonna walk up for dinner anyways.
Found our sunset spot.
Down on right in front of the sun.
Perfect. I'm blinding right now.
It is blinding, but it's awesome. At least we're straight on. That was the best sunset we've had in Portugal.
It was one of the best we've seen since Bali.
Yeah.
But now I'm starving. We haven't eaten all day. So it's time to go get some Piri chicken. Got a special one. Really good. Good.
We just finished our meal.
We're filming out here because in the restaurant, the tables are like touching.
We were like right next to the table next to us.
So it was awkward to film, and we didn't want to be annoying filming. But we got a spicy piri chicken, and then a chicken with.
It was like a garlic wine sauce. It was good. Piri was definitely
a lot better.
And it came with rice, and the fries were delicious, perfectly salted.
It was a little out of our budget though. It was
Cost €17.50.
Yeah, which is a little steep for us, but we'll see you tomorrow because we got like an hour drive home. Today we've made our way to Cavoero.
I cannot say that.
I can't
so
say
hard.
it either.
Well, right outside that town, we're going to our stop. It's called Algar Seco. It's like rock formations overlooking the water.
Let's go see it. Back to climbing hills again.
Yep.
Taking a break. These hills are normally tough for me, but the last few days I've been feeling sick, and today it's hit me pretty good. So I can't breathe, but I'll make it.
We just made it to Algar Seco. It's so neat. There's this little restaurant behind us called the Boneca. It's like the window into the ocean, like a dollhouse.
And there's people jumping off the cliffs here too.
It's so crazy. Waters, colors, love it.
You can swim down here too. When we were walking down, there was someone jumping off that cliff. But there's no one jumping off the cliffs now. Maybe I should be the one doing it.
Maybe. Looks a little sketchy to get up. No shoes.
This is how you have to climb up these stairs. But down there, with no shoes on, I got sensitive feet. I don't think I can get up. I'm chickening out again, just like I did at Bali. I just don't think I can walk up those steps with no shoes on. So I think we're going to the next spot. They got this cool boardwalk that runs along the top of the cliffs too, so you can see all the scenic views.
Just right after this boardwalk, there's this little church right on the cliff. It looks so beautiful. We're on our way back to town and we just stumbled along this beach. We're definitely gonna stop there. It looks amazing. Found a little spot on the beach. It's a little busy, but
Small beach, so it's pretty packed.
and it's so warm.
The sand is hot and burning your feet. We're a little further from the water, so I don't know how long we're gonna stay
We're
here.
running to the water and back.
I wanna go jump in. It's hot.
Yes, cool off.
Water's cold, but it feels good because it's so hot out. Bigger waves here than all the other beaches I've been to. Up to the nipples. Look at this. It's freezing. It's cold in here. And it's not sand underneath, it's shells.
It's been so nice soaking in the sun, getting in the ice cold water. But we've been here for a couple hours, so now we're gonna head to our next stop.
Going to the most iconic spot in the Algarves.
Can't wait. No, I always say this, but it is such a cute little town. Perfect little beach town, whitewash buildings, little shops. So lovely.
That ain't going up this hill. I don't know if you've seen them the last couple days, but Brandi got bit by mosquitoes the other day, and they swelled up like crazy.
They got me. We just made it to our next stop. We're headed to Benagil Beach.
We're going to rent paddleboards or kayaks,
Hopefully.
whatever's cheaper. But we've read that they changed the law in the last year
Just recently, yeah.
that you have to have a guide or a
To
tour.
get into the cave.
The Benagil Cave, which is iconic, and it's on the Windows screensaver.
So wish us luck.
If we can't get a paddleboard or kayak, we might just be looking at it from the top.
Well, unfortunately, what we thought was going to happen happened. The rules did change, so you can't even step foot in the cave anymore. And then you have to have a guided tour, and then you only get 8 minutes in there at a time
Yeah, which
per
we
group or
we
whatever.
thought about doing, but then we read that you can't even get out of the kayak. So, and you only have 8 minutes in there.
Yeah.
So we're
And it's
just
20 euros a person, so.
Yeah. So we're just gonna hike to the top and see it from above. This path out here is kind of cool. It has all these trails and you can walk all along the coast. We're just walking on this path. Didn't even realize it's right here. Hopefully we can get a better view from the other side. Here it is. Oh, you don't get that good a view. When we were walking up here, I was like, oh, there's no one even up here.
Yeah.
There's a reason, because you can't see anything. I mean, it does look cool, but you can't see all the way through the cave. I found a spot where you can walk. You can kind of see it.
We made it to the cave.
Not a great view.
Not a good view.
But we did make it.
And we can see inside a little bit.
Next time we come, we're not on such a strict budget.
We're definitely doing the tours and everything.
There's a little break in the fence there, so we stood kind of far back and then looked over. The water is beautiful here. That's probably a 90-foot jump.
Pretty close to the edge.
I'm not that close. That bug bite is getting enormous. It's crazy. Like, that's scale for scale.
One last hill before our car, but it's a big one. We made it up.
About killed me. I made it.
Oh, we made it.
That's why you should go travel before you're 60 years old.
Definitely.
We made it to São Rafael Beach. Already we love this beach. We haven't been down there yet, but the waves are calm. The rock formations around here are amazing, especially looking out this way.
And a long stretch of beach. I mean, good sized beach.
And there's almost nobody in the parking lot too, and it's almost sunset.
I think this might be my favorite beach here in Portugal.
Yeah, mine also.
It's incredible.
We'd have to come back during the day to see how busy it gets because people could be right on top of each other, but right now it's perfect.
Definitely.
The views are insane. It's the limestone cliffs shooting out of the water.
The sun hitting the cliffs.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's amazing right now. And the water's calm too.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty
perfect
calm.
for swimming. This is where we're set up here along these rocks. Sunset over there. I'm having a panic attack. I can't do it.
Portugal has been absolutely amazing. We've loved every minute of it and couldn't even imagine that it was going to be like this.
Unfortunately for us, our time in Portugal is coming to an end, but our journey is not. So click the video here if you want to continue following along.
And remember, live life. Subscribe.